Hello friends, today our class on application of Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So we'll discuss first application, the non-existence of free electrons in the nucleus. Okay. So first we assume that the electron exists in the nucleus. It can be anywhere within the diameter of the nucleus. So let's assume the diameter of the nucleus is of the order of 3 into 10 to the power minus 15 meter. That means 3 Fermi meter. Okay. Now, therefore, the maximum uncertainty in position of electron delta x is the same as the diameter of the nucleus. So this will be the uncertainty. Okay. In position, and according to Heisenberg principle relation, uncertainty relation, we know that delta x into delta px must be greater than equal to h bar by 2. This is Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So the minimum, from this we can conclude that the minimum uncertainty in the momentum will be given by this. That means delta x into delta px equal to h cut by 2. This will be the minimum uncertainty. Okay, so delta px equal to h cut by 2 into delta x. Okay, now put this value here, and also put the value of h bar. Then we will get the exact value is 1.7576 into 10 to the power minus 20 kg meter per second. Okay, now assume the momentum p of the electron is same as just found for the uncertainty, this one, delta px. So this will be becomes p minimum. This is the minimum momentum. Okay, if we multiply this value with c, that c means the velocity of light in vacuum, which equal to this one into 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, then it will become 5.2728 into 10 to the power 12 joule. Okay, so total relativistic energy of electron. So we know that total relativistic energy is given by E square equal to P square into C square plus M naught square into C to the power 4. Okay, now put all these value, P means value here. So we can get this value is 2.78 into 10 to the power 23 joule. Okay, so which means E equal to 5.2734 into 10 to the power minus 12 joule. Okay, now total energy will be E will be kinetic energy plus rest mass energy. So kinetic energy T plus rest mass energy C square. Okay, so then kinetic energy of free electron equal to E minus M naught C square. Okay, now put this value here and M naught C value. So we will get 5.2 into 10 to the power minus 12 joule, which is of the order of 32.5 mega electron volt. Okay, so according to this result, a free electron confined with a nucleus would have a kinetic energy of the order of this value. Okay, so further experiment shows that the electron emitted by the radioactive nuclei, which is beta element, okay, have never been found to have kinetic energy greater than above 4 electron volt. Means beta has energy for this. So in nucleus, if we require free electron, then we have required this term of energy, this order of energy. But for beta particle have energy less than equal 4 MeV. Okay, so from that we can conclude that there is no free electron in the nuclei is present. Okay, so there is no free electron. Okay, now we will move on to second application of Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So second application. So second application, we will check the existence of protons, neutrons and alpha particles in the nucleus. So we will check whether they are exist or not. Okay, for a particle to be within the nucleus, the uncertainty its position should be of the order of the radius of the nucleus. Okay, and if the nuclear diameter is of the order of 10 to the power 15 meter nuclear diameter, then the uncertainty in position of the particle, this one. Okay, now according to uncertainty principle, to delta x into delta px must be greater than equal to h cut by 2 or h bar by 2. This is delta px is the uncertainty in momentum of this particle. Okay, now from this we can conclude that delta px must be greater than of h cut by 2 into delta x, or delta px greater than h by 4 pi delta x, this one. So put this value, delta x value 10 to the power minus 15 meter here, and we will get value equals exact value is 5.2728 into 10 to the power 20 kg meter per second. Okay, so thus the total momentum of the proton and neutron and the alpha particle in the nucleus must be at least this order, means 5.3 into 10 to the power minus 20 kg, this order. Okay, now the rest mass energy of proton equal to rest mass energy of neutron, both are equal. Okay, so which is equal to m naught equal to 1.67 approximately into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. Okay, the velocity of the particle will be, this is momentum, minimum momentum, uncertainty in momentum means this will taken as minimum momentum, then we will get the Ax value is momentum by this mass. Okay, momentum by this mass, this value will be 5.3 into 10 to the power minus 20 by 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27. So it will become 32 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. Okay, so which is the non-relativistic region? Okay, that means in relativistic region 10 to the power 8 of the order of C but here it is of the order of 10 to the power 6. So the kinetic energy E K becomes px square by 2m. So here px is the delta p, the uncertainty in this one, by 2m. So put this value again here. So we will get 8.4 into 10 to the power minus 13 joule. Okay, which is of the order of 5.25 MeV. Okay, since the rest mass of a alpha particle is 4 times of the rest mass of proton, means alpha particle's rest mass is 4 times of this value. Okay, so the alpha particle should have minimum kinetic energy of divide by 4, this one. So 5.25 divided by 4 means 1.3125 MeV. So this is the minimum kinetic energy of alpha particle required. So from this it is found experimentally that the energy carried by the proton neutron is greater than 52 keV. Okay, and hence they can exist in the nucleus. Similarly, the energy carried by an alpha particle has been found to be more than 13 keV. Okay, this value calculated experimentally. Okay, so from this we can conclude that proton, neutron and alpha particle all can exist in nucleus. Okay, so this is second application. Now we will move on application number 3. So here we check the existence of 0 point energy. Okay, first let's consider a particle of rest mass m0. Okay, and is confined to move under the influence of a potential of linear dimension L, and the uncertainty in position of the particle is delta x equal to L by 2. Okay, and as it can be found anywhere within the region. Okay, so according to uncertainty relation, delta x into delta px greater than equal to h bar by 2. Okay, so here again delta px is greater than equal to h bar by 2 into delta x. So this means h bar by L. So delta p must be greater than h bar by L. If uncertainty in momentum delta px is equal to the minimum value of momentum of the particle, then this value px equal to delta px. So it means this one. Okay, equal means this is the minimum value. Okay, minimum value of momentum. Okay, so the minimum kinetic energy will be px square by 2m0. So h cut square by 2 m0 L square. Okay, now one thing, kindly note that the minimum value of the kinetic energy of a particle confined to move in a region of space under the action of a potential is finite and is not zero. Okay, we know that any physical system with lowest energy is close to absolute zero of temperature. Absolute zero means 0 K. Okay, so the kinetic energy of a system even at absolute zero is finite, and this value is not zero. This value is not zero at 0K. Okay, so this energy is the 0 point energy, and this energy is called the 0 point energy, which value is not 0. So hence a particle at 0k has finite momentum and motion, which is called the 0 point motion. Okay, and this energy is not 0. So this means the 0 point energy does not exist. Okay, and this value is not 0, and it is a finite value. This E has value finite. Okay, so this is the application number 3. Now move on to application number 4. Application number 4. So here we found that ground state energy of a linear harmonic oscillator, means ground state energy of LHO. Okay, it means 0 point energy. Let a particle of point mass m execute SHM along the x-axis, again x-axis. Okay, at any time t, its position is x. Any time at t time, its position is x. Okay, and the total energy of LHO is kinetic energy plus potential energy. So kinetic energy means p square by 2m plus half of m omega square x square. This is total energy of a LHO. Okay, now minimum energy E means the uncertainty in momentum delta p. This is the minimum momentum by 2m plus half m omega square in delta x square, and this is the minimum position. Okay, value. So it becomes delta h square by 8m by delta x square plus half m omega square delta x square. Okay, so it will be h cut square or h bar square by 8m x. Here we put delta x equal to x square plus half m omega square x square. So here we put x equal to delta x, means uncertainty in position. Okay, so if we derivative this value with respect to x, means d mean dx, this will become there is in denominator x square, so it will becomes minus 2 h cut square by 8m x cube. This one first term. Second term, half m omega square into 2 into x. This one. So since the ground state energy of LHO is minimum, that means this value becomes 0. Okay, becomes 0. So from here we get that minus h cut square by 4m x cube plus m omega square x equal to 0, or x to the power 4 equal to h cut square by 4m square omega square. So x equal to root over h cut by 2m omega. This one. Now again, if we derivative differentiate this value x square, then it will becomes 3 h cut square by 4m x4 over 4 plus m omega square. This one. So here put this value of x, put this value of x here. So we get what value? We get 3 h cut square m omega square plus m omega square, that means 1 plus 3 h cut square m omega square, there is conclusion, no h cut, okay, only 1 plus 3, okay, so it means 4m omega square, and this is a positive quantity, okay, so from this we can conclude that E is minimum for this value of x, okay, so then E minimum will be H. This is the E minimum value. Now put this value here. So we will get 8m x square plus half m omega square x square. This is the value. Okay. Now put x value here. So it will be h cut omega by 4 plus h cut omega by 4. So this means h cut omega by 2. So this is the ground state energy of a LHO. Okay. So from this Heisenberg uncertainty principle, we can calculate the ground state energy of a LHO. Okay. Now we will move on next application of Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So next application number 5. Okay. So here we check the size of a hydrogen atom. Okay. So in a hydrogen atom, the electron moves around a proton in a circular orbit of radius r. Hence, the maximum uncertainty in the position of electron with respect to the proton is delta r equal to r. Okay. And from the uncertainty principle, the minimum uncertainty in the corresponding momentum in simultaneous measurement is delta p equal to h cut by del r. Okay, that means h cut by r, and since the momentum of the electron cannot be less than delta p, so p equal to h cut by r, and the kinetic energy of the electron Ek equal to p square by 2m. Now put this value of p here, so we will get h cut square by 2m r square. Okay. Now the kinetic, this is the kinetic energy Ek. Okay. Now potential energy Ep equal to minus E square by 4 pi epsilon naught r, as we know. So the total energy E equal to Ek plus Ep, potential energy plus kinetic energy. So it becomes h cut square by 2m r square minus E square by 4 pi epsilon naught r. Okay. So now derivative this value d by dr, then it will becomes h cut square by m r cube plus E square by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. So but the ground state energy is the minimum, so dr will be 0 for ground state energy. Okay. Now put this value is 0, so we will get that minus h cut square by m r cube plus E square by 4 pi epsilon naught r square equal to 0, or r equal to 4 pi epsilon naught h bar square by m E square, so equal to epsilon naught h square by pi m square. Okay. And put this value of r in d2e dr square. So d2e dr square becomes 3 h cut square by m r, for 3 means 9 to 4 minus 2 E square by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube, this one, and put this value of r here, so we will get a positive quantity. Okay. So that means the value of E is minimum. Okay, so for this R value, okay, so the value of R, put all these value here, so we will get the value of R equal to 5.29 into 10 to the power minus 11 meter. So this means 0.529 angstrom. Okay, so this is the size of a hydrogen atom. Okay, now we will move on to next application, number 6. So next application is ground state energy of the electron in hydrogen atom. So we calculated that the value of R, this value of R we calculated. Okay, so here we put R equal to 4 pi epsilon naught h cut square by m square, this one. Okay, so ground hydrogen atoms, electron of in the hydrogen atom, total energy is EP plus EK or EK plus EP. So this means previously we get minus h cut square by 2m r square minus e square by 4 pi epsilon naught r. Okay, now equal, so just put this value of r here, so we will get m e square by 4 pi epsilon naught h cut square into h cut square by 2m into m e square by 4 pi epsilon naught h cut square minus e square by 4 pi epsilon naught, this one. So it will become m e square by 4 pi epsilon naught h cut square by e square by 8 pi epsilon naught. Okay, and this is minus e square by 4 pi epsilon naught, this one. So it will become just square minus 1 by 8 minus 1 by 4 means minus 1 by 8. Okay, so it will be minus m e square e4 by 32, 4 into 8 32 pi square epsilon naught square and h cut square. So put the value of h cut or h bar equal to h by 2 pi, and we will get m e to the power 4 by 8 epsilon naught square h square. Okay, so now put the value of m equal to 9.1093818 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg, the exact value of a mass of electron, and also put the value of epsilon naught equal to 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12 by Newton meter square, and we will get E equal to 2.1798 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule, which is of the order of 13.60569 EV. That means 13.6 electron volt. So it is of the order of 13.6 electron volt. So which is the ground state energy of electron in hydrogen atom. So we calculated using the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Okay, thank you.